the second series, and the second best of 5 of today is going to be between a Zerg that I respect pretty much, probably the most in the Hungarian pro scene out of the Zergs, because we were close ones, same team, we played a lot, we even met on ladder, and he was always nice to me, so I kind of have that infinite respect for him. But he is none other than CSO Esports' Bali, as our yellow Zerg, going up against a player from Team GDA that I actually enjoy casting, even though his games are long. It's more on the mechanical side, rocking the classic SCVs and the standard command center. This is IbRA. Now, we've seen IbRA actually do quite a lot of things. He did, like, I think he did BCs, he did a straight up battle, I think he did battle mech as well, and I think he did standard mech, like classic mech, as I would like to say it, like to call it. From what I realized, he kind of opens gas first, pretty much all the time. So depot gas barracks, so it gets more gas, gets a faster factory, and obviously if you get your first factory faster, then the second one is going to be faster, and yada yada yada. It just builds up, you know. It's like a super small snowball that builds into an avalanche. And IbRA is going to scout around if there is a early third base, but of course that's kind of rare on the ZVT side. Now you can sometimes try to go for a eBay block if you would like to, so it will delay the third base of the Zerg quite significantly, like super much. And oh, wait a moment, what? Hello, IbRA? Huh? Okay, that's a surprise and a half. Okay, that was a bit of a panic move there by Bali, but he could actually, he took down the Reaper. He already queued up the extractor, but man, what are we having here? Oh boy, are we seeing Mr. IbRA play bio here with a quick 3cc? So double racks, 3cc, second gas, and still don't know what this is going to be. I still have no idea. So the second gas will give you what? Okay, Tech Lab, I suppose, or Stim. That's my quickest guess. And potentially going to have a 2-on-1. That would be cool, honestly, because we haven't seen IbRA play bio, I think, at all during this tournament. At least I cannot remember it. Let me ask Short. Let me just ask him if IbRA played bio before, because I really have no idea if he played, because to me IbRA is basically the mech guy in the Hungarian Starcraft scene. Okay, we have a reactor and there's a starport, so this is going to be indeed a 2-on-1. Short is also surprised, so imagine seeing a bunker as Bali and you're like, wait a moment, is that a fake bunker for like a single Marine? And then you see like a bunch more Marines and you're like, you see the Medivacs and you're like, no, that has to be fake. Like, are you transporting your Hellions across the map, or what's this? I love StarCraft so much, man. These little surprises make my day so many times. So many times. And I'm happy to share them with you, so if you enjoy it, shameless plug here, consider following. But if not, then I appreciate you actually just lurking here in the chat. You can see we have raids here, we have some chit chat, We have some regulars, you know, there's a lot of good people here. I consider my my community a safe space for everybody, so I plan to keep it that way. But yeah, in the meantime, IbRA is going to move across the map. Let's see if Bali actually paid attention to it. He's gonna have many chances. Okay, he's going to see it. He's going to move in position. Let's see, IbRA doesn't have too much of an option here. He needs to drop out. Okay, let's see, does he have stim? He has stim. He doesn't have combat shield. Oh, he's going to have a couple of Marines die there instantly. Now we have an armory coming up, as well as +1 in the second eBay. Okay, so he's going... Is he going to go into... No, he's not going to go into any kind of mech from here. He is actually committed onto the bio. Oh, there we go. He's committed onto the bio. That means we are going to see biological gameplay, not the mechanical one. Okay, he's going to send these medevacs on separate routes, which I kind of like, to be honest. And you can snipe overlords with this and force Bali to move away. Okay, I kind of want to see him. Okay, there we go. But the good thing for Bali is that he has overlord speed, so these always might just run away on their own. I mean, yeah. Let's see, a scan maybe. Oh, he doesn't pay attention. He needs to be careful. Okay, he's going to go for these queens, but there's not enough DPS here. Oh, Bali actually with the brilliant transfuses. But IbRA still gets a couple of those drones. He needs to pick those up. There we go. Leaves him one Marine behind. Well, this is actually really unfortunate for that one single Marine. Oh, now these Marines are also getting caught. He needs to pick up. Oh, it doesn't pick up. It's quite unfortunate. Now there's one overlord. Oh my god. No overlord actually can survive this many attacks, right? Oh no, don't tell me that this survives. Don't tell me that this survives. Don't tell me that this survives. It will survive, right? No way. There's just no way, guys. There's just no way. There's no freaking way, okay? I refuse to accept it. Oh boy. So first game already, we are having a banger, in my opinion, in the making. Not yet, but in the making, as we have Linkbane Hydra coming up for Bali with 1/1 melee and Carapace, and we have the Lurker then. And this is going to be Lair Tech Lurkers, which I'm not a fan of. And I would love to see the Hive start as well, because that would be quite good for Bali, in my opinion. Couple Banelings do connect though, and there is a couple of tanks here. Nice, he's going to cancel it, otherwise he would lose these. Now he's going to have a +1 Carapace. Look at the speed verse here. It could be over speed. Over the speed limit. Sorry for the bad puns. I mean, I'm trying, okay? I love puns and everything. I love dad jokes and all that stuff. Oh, don't tell me that the Overseer goes down, the Overlord doesn't. Okay, fair enough. Happens to the best, I guess. Now, I would love to see Bali morph another one. To be honest, just casually, you know. See how many tech labs, how many reactors, how many eBays, you know, stuff like that. Just see what's up. Oh, this Baneling. Okay. Sometimes it happens when you actually select the Banelings as well, and then you're gonna be like, oh sheesh, don't do that. Oh no. Come on. Marines! Nope. They're not going to take it down. Oh, but this is a single medevac. I don't think IbRA can actually afford to lose medevac after medevac. Oh, these 3 Marines. Oh, they need to go out. They need to get the hell out of here. This is looking scarier than Helldivers, to be honest. And now I can actually have a reference. No, he's dropping them out. Oh. I mean, I guess it was whatever, because the medevac would have fallen and it would have been the same Same result. Okay, some more command centers coming in, which I like from IbRA, by the way. And is this okay? Ghost Academy. I like this because we're gonna have lurkers, right? So if we have lurkers, that means ghosts are going to deal with them extremely well, because the sniper range is actually crazy. The sniper range is probably, I don't know how many times bigger. Now you can actually run away if you manage to unburrow in time, but usually it's not the case. Usually it is not the case. The ghosts will close the gap and just, you know, try to deal with it. And is this personal cloak? Oh, it is personal cloak. Okay. So personal cloak versus cloak, which is for the banshees, is obviously this is the difference because it's for the ghost. And that will actually be quite useful, especially if there's no overseer or you manage to snipe the overseer. Then you will not have to be afraid of the... Oh, was there anything left in the Nidus? I don't think so. Hopefully not, because if there's no other Nidus worm on the map and the Nidus network dies, then your units basically just, you know, get off of the face of the earth. I like this move from Bali, but it's not going to be that impactful. I guess this is going to be some kind of planetary, just to be an auxiliary defense mechanism here. I believe, yeah, this should be a planetary. And there we go. So we have two planetaries defending one another. And we also have a couple of mines here. I'm not sure what those are going to accomplish. We have 4 mines. I mean, do I hate it at all? Nope, I don't think so. I think I like it actually, because you position mines at the choke points. This is actually really good, because this is going to be the auto pathing if you want to go for the third base. So those units will actually walk through these mines. There's the, okay, there is the first Nidus worm coming up. Where's the new Nidus network, I wonder? Oh, it's in the center. I love that Bali's actually positioning everything. Uh-oh, we had a lot of dropper lords that I missed actually. And we're going to have a couple of lurkers burrowing into the main base. That will eradicate a couple of SCVs. 12 already have fallen, but these ghosts are needed into the main. He needs to be really, really careful with these. Okay, going for the snipe. Oh, actually, oh, he's gonna lose the ghosts. No! IbRA with a bit of a sloppy reaction here. I think he didn't snipe with the max range. He needs to actually snipe these. These were deeper. That's what happened. Like, these are deeper, and this one actually had like really, really good range onto those ghosts. Now what's happening is basically Bali can just flood lurkers into this. Oh, this one ghost. Oh, he's sidestepping all the lurker spines. Imagine. In the meantime, yeah, everything gets caught. And Bali is taking a really, really nice and convincing defensive Zerg game. Beautiful stuff. It's going to take the 1-0 lead. And for game number 2, we go with Visit Oceanborn. And spotting in the bottom right side, we have Buddy from CSO Esports taking the first game. And his opponent, it is going to be our Green Terran trying his hand at a bio. Let's see if he's going to do it, or will we see the mechanical side? It is IbRA from Team GDA. And once again, it is indeed a gas first. And we see the scouting coming in for IbRA. I think it's time for the mech. I think it's time for mech, guys. I think IbRA is like, yeah, bio is fine and all, but like, mech. Mech is the way, mech is life. Mech it happen. It's not even a happy meal, it's happy mech. Thank you. I hope I'm not butchering this. Eraja, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Indeed, that wasn't that joke, yes. Okay, show me the mech. Show me the mech, IbRA. Let's go. I guess this SCV is going to... Never mind, this is not going to... Okay, here we go, factory. So this time around, it's not going to be a 2-1-1. This still could be anything, but it's not going to be a 2-1-1. We have the reactor, which I would say, if it's standard, it still can be bio, right? Because we see it left, right, and center whenever we see ZVT. It is going to be a Helium follow-up at around like 4 minutes. Depending on the player, it could be like 4 to 8 cars. That's probably something that is like standard. You know, 4 is, you know, I made a couple of them. Let's go clear some creep. Unless the Zerg is like, you know, sleeping on the job, it's going to be it's going to be like enough, but it's not going to be anything no super big. But again, ooh, look at that. So this time around, I was gonna say that the third base is somewhat late, but there should be some kind of shenanigan. And there we go, there's the shenanigans. So 150 minerals, half of the hatchery's price went into this lair. So I'm curious what we're going to see. Nidus, Link drop, and do we have 2 overlords here? Yes, we do. Okay, so this is gonna be the infamous I'm gonna have to call it the Bali build, because he does it quite often. At some point I would say it's gonna get predictable if he does it on certain maps even. But yeah, okay, he's gonna chase down the Reaper, nicely surrounding it. That's nice. I don't know if IbRA actually saw this. Okay, lair finished, and we're gonna have a double dropper lord over here. I think IbRA knows. I think IbRA knows. He has the idea. He has a perfect idea on what's gonna happen, and he's going to be literally in position for this. Where's the links? Oh, the links actually came in. Okay, so did he get baited? He should close the depot. He should raise the command center. There we go. He has 3 CC, so he shouldn't be afraid of this. Oh no, there's a third overlord over here. He needs to drop these out. Okay, will manage to actually escape. I mean, he could escape with these. He has overload speed, so that would be relatively easy. Now he has all those cars. I would love to see a supply depot over here, or any kind of building, just to see if Bali returns with these overlords, or dropper lords rather, or any kind of overlords. You know, could be a drop into the main, could be a drop into the natural. And now, as I said, now that you have 3 CC, it is going to be really easy to just continue doing stuff. Now Bali saw this, right? But we are not sure if he, like, quote unquote saw it, which means that we are not 100% sure that the player itself saw it, because it could be that the unit scouted it, yeah, but basically the player did not pay attention to it, and in that case it could mean that it's not gonna get scouted. Oh my god, this mule barely survives. So actually a failed attempt of a link run by over here by Bali. 32 links have fallen. That is absolutely unbelievable. Wait, is there... Oh, for a moment it felt like those links actually came out of the ground. Like, what? Oh my lord, that was actually amazing. I felt like there's... Wait, I'm like checking. Okay, wait, when was Burrow researched? And why? I mean, I would get it. You would want to like plant a couple of links over here to force a scan. Nothing too fancy, but that's like a, you know, a classic move, a gentle, classy move, if you might. First battlecruiser moving across the map, and this is probably the optimal play, as it was scouted. Now IbRA will take a chance on this. There's 5 queens only, so Let's see if that's going to be a good attempt to actually do some damage with this. What could have happened here is Bali drop a Spire, and that's why I would say it did not pick up on the fusion core building. IbRA is gonna move in, and that means he's going to have the... It's basically going to have everything to just go out, you know. I don't see a counterattack yet. Bali could go in and just have a counterattack, but there's a lot of Hellions. The good thing for Bali would be that the Hellions are outside of the wall. You don't have to fight up a ramp and stuff like that. Now, IbRA will have to just pull away with this VC at some point. And Bali is still not going for a counterattack. This is actually like playing with fire. Oh, barely. Imagine if that Spore would have rooted under the BC and fired like 1 or 2 shots. It would have been a really unfortunate for IbRA, because I think it would have gone down. Okay. Oh! You have your model ready. Now the Hydras are getting targeted down. The Queens are also doing quite a lot of damage. And there we go. The second BC will teleport out. Now we're going to have a couple of these SCVs just going in, repairing these BCs, and then they can actually move across the map once again in just a couple of, like in a minute or so, I would say, because that's like pretty much the time, actually not even a minute, maybe half a minute, and then by the time you get that damaged, you would have like another BC potentially. Do we have a third BC? I don't think so. Oh, there is one. Okay, so the third BC is actually moving out, but I would say at this point it would be optimal to wait for it, and that's pretty much it. Oh, wait a moment, is this gonna be like a Doom drop a la Zerg? Okay, Doom drop a la Zerg, that looks interesting. Also, I don't know why these Zergs are not getting picked up. I mean, they're going to follow, which is not bad. Okay, Bali will take the longer route. And there we go, he's going to arrive into the main base, gonna drop out a lot of things and potentially just catch stuff off guard on the side of IbRA. That would be quite amazing. 3 BCs move across the map. 3 BCs walk into Oceanborn. Oh, and that's a kill. Okay, that's a kill. So IbRA is gaining some advantage from these BCs just running by. And will he actually scout this? Will he actually scout this? Okay. Oh my god. Oh, that one of the overlords is going to go down. Oh no! Maybe potentially 2 of them. Come on. Oh, he loses 1 Hydra as well. That is quite unfortunate. The BC is in the main, and this could be a killing blow for IbRA. He's going to move back. He's going to teleport next to those Hydras. And if this goes down, I believe IbRA should be in a good spot, but he's losing a couple of things here. He has a lot of Hellions, a lot of Cyclones, so he's playing some of that battle mech, that BC battle mech. Oh my god, and these dropper lords are actually just falling like flies here. And if these go down, these could supply block Bali for sure. And he's close to supply blocked, which is not great. He has 3 overlords. Oh, never mind, sorry, 4 of them actually going up, and we have more BCs coming up. We have 1 BC going down, which is quite unfortunate on the side of IbRA, but yeah, you have to use the teleport in order to just not lose his main, because I think that that push had the potential to do more. Now we're going to have a couple of corruptors. Let's see how many corruptors Bali will actually commit on, because it's quite important to not have like like not have a too high amount of corruptors. But let's see if there's anything such as too high number of a corruptor or of corruptors, you know, multiple, the plural. Okay, planetary ready and armed. Look at this amount of tanks, man. Like There's 10 tanks, 1 at home. I also wouldn't mind if it would keep like 1 or 2 tanks at home on like a separate hotkey or something. Okay. Why do I... Am I crazy? I had it on a single ear and I heard the cyclone shooting sound kind of muffled. It is what it is. Look at that drone count on the side of Bali. Nice. Okay, how bad did it go down? But I think Bali has a bigger fish to fry because he's in a tiny bit of trouble. This gas is not saturated. Bali doesn't have that much gas to afford not to saturate his gases, especially because he's playing Mutas. He's gonna have 15 mutas, 3 corruptors. That should be quite nice, but Thors are in production 3 at a time. Do we have any of them out? Not yet. These mutas are actually going to clean up these tanks. BC's teleport on top of this. Cyclones could go down. That would mean quite a lot of stuff. Now these BCs, I don't know if Bali realized, but these BCs teleported in. I believe you need to make a lot of corruptors, not hydras, but corruptors. And then you can kind of like, you know, clean this up and move across the map. The BCs will not have anything to teleport to, because they will not have the teleport off cooldown. Okay, that was quite a nice trade here. Let's see, maybe even 1 BC would be good. Oh, but there's 1 mech weapons and plating. That means these BCs are going to be quite tanky. They are quite tanky, like even before they actually got the plating, and now they are even more tanky. But the corruptors are actually paying dividends, and they are going to take down a lot of these BCs. And beautiful stuff here by Bali. But there it is. Has to tap out as he sees those doors in production. And he also had some issues on the drone count. So yeah, IbRA takes the second game, and we are moving on to our third one. And for the third map, we move on to Alcione. As always, shout out to Ace for this joke. It's actually brilliant. But once again, our yellow Zerg in the bottom left side. We are looking at the main base of CSO's Bali. And his opponent for Team GDA, our green Terran, actually finding his way back to the mechanical side. This is IbRA. Hope you enjoyed that fancy camera work and everything. And once again, we have a gas first on the side of IbRA. Looks like no matter what he's playing, he's going for that gas first. Is like, you know, gas first for the win, guys. Like caliente. Psych. All the way. Once again, we have, I believe it's a relatively early scout, right? Normally you would have the drone, the SCV across the map. Why did I say drone? I don't know. Drones don't even scout in most cases. There's some psychopaths who actually do it, and for good reason, because they are traumatized, or they just want to be annoying. I know one person that loves to be annoying with drone scouting, and that is my man Purple Goose. Goose is like a menace with the drone. But yeah, so the SCV should arrive around the time where the hatchery is like almost finished, I believe. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. There we go. There is a crazy stat man. Oh, there we go. It was a hold position, and this means that this drone is going to lose the fight. Oh, there we go. Bali is actually going to have to be really creative with this. Because you have these Lings just trying to deal with this Reaper. Maybe the drone now can actually escape, and this is gonna be great for Bali. And maybe IbRA doesn't realize, but he needs to run. It's like, no! The third base! I need to stop it! You can. Now in this case, honestly, I kind of had a super bad game on ladder the other day. It literally just went like this, you know. Lost 3 links, lost my first tumor, lost my second tumor, lost my third tumor, and on top of that, my opponent just says, call me a surgeon. And I'm like, what? No. Just don't do this, please. For the love of everything, like, not just God, but like, for the love of anything that like lives, don't do this. Damn you, Terran opponent! Don't do this. It's done. Hell memes. Yeah, we're not gonna finish that joke. It would be something with like, signal the Discord and take us out of chat now. These cars try to do some kind of creep clearance there, but there's not that much to do, right? Now in the meantime, once again, we have the obviously for the liberated range, of course. That's why we have this. And Bali once again tries to go in with close to 20 links. I'm curious if this is going to turn out the way it was supposed to turn out in the first time. Banshee is going to stay at home. Now these cars will have to go back. IbRA will see that there's no fourth base yet. Oh, and now these links go in. Oh my god, this is looking crazy bad for IbRA right now. This Banshee's doesn't even care, just slept on the job. Just slept on the job, and now all of these SCVs could go down and potentially even a couple of Hellions. Let's see. Oh, it's going to go for after the Hellions. And after the dust settles, 22 lings for 4 SCVs and a Hellion. Absolutely not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. This could have been so much worse for IbRA that this could have ended in at least like 10 SCVs lost. At least. In that case, you would kind of consider it if it's worth it or not. But yeah. Where do I get pings from? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I think I found it where, but like, yeah. Anyways, we have the first battlecruiser moving across the map, and we have Yamato in production as well. And we have the second factory coming up. Engineering bay and all that stuff, even the third factory, so nicely done. Oh, and the fourth factory. Okay. Hello, Alpha. Nope, I'm not going to stream it. This will go on for another series after this one. And I already have plans for tonight. To me, Amateur League is in a really bad spot time-wise because it's on a Sunday. And Sunday is like, I committed myself to Hungarian Pro Series, but otherwise I would not really do it. Maybe if it's like Platinum Hero stuff, but yeah. Okay. Ooh, these links are not the links you want. These links don't do enough damage, I think. Just check IbRA's PC. His Hellions are too tanky, I believe. Or Bali is getting scabbed by these links. He's gonna move this on. Slowly but surely he's going to lose a couple of drones. But IbRA is going to move out with that BC. We're going to have couple of SCVs repairing it, hopefully soon. There we go. Gets repaired quite fast, and there's a second battle cruiser. So this is like, you know, you've got away with the first one, second one incoming. Once again, we're going to have the Spire. I guess this time around it's going to be a bit better for Bali. It's not going to lose that much. So for now, he lost in this battle. He lost the queen. Total of 2 queens, 48 lings and 5 drones. The 48 lings is like, you know, not optimal, but can happen. Oh, the PC! Oh my god. Oh, this happens when you are greedy. So yeah. This is the worst case scenario for a BC player, when you just, you know, think that you're gonna get away and then you just don't, and you wasted like a lot of the time producing that battle cruiser, and you also lose it. Like, yeah, it's not great. Overlord will go down, and that will supply block Bali, and we're gonna have mutas. Do I agree with mutas? I guess normally I wouldn't, for the obvious reason that they're not that great, but honestly, versus IbRA, I guess this could be great. Hello, Gam Gam. We're having a bit of a Castorino session over here of the Hungarian Pro Series. Okay, queen gonna fall. The Overlord will escape with its life. And we have Overlord speed for some reason. Oh. Okay, Yamato is going to go and kill 2 of these queens. Oh, there we go. One of these BCs will fall. So, good opening for Bali, actually. No drones lost this time around, so he has a very healthy economy. Happy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you have a good time. Please enjoy your stay. And guys, don't be afraid to say hi. You've seen people say hi, and I don't bite most of the time. And if I do, I only bite people who attack my community, because I value all of you. No, actually, I'm just sort of a pacifist. I had enough drama, so that's nice. Actually, nice run by here with the mutas, just dodging the sensor tower, which is actually in a very interesting spot. Oh my god, this is enough corruptors. Okay, so Bali actually decided, oh, that was a lot of explosions here. Luckily those are corruptors, and those have like a really thick plating and carapace and everything. Let's see, can he actually clean up some of these cyclones as well? Not looking like the case. Now what I would like here is just try to go in, try to see what's up, maybe just pee on one of those things, because now doors are gonna come into play, right? So you either double down on the mutas, you either go with like Ling Bane after this, or you go for Ultra Ling Bane. Lurkers are not that great because tanks outrange them, and oh, this is actually interesting. So we're going to see advanced ballistics. See guys, I told you that the fusion core is for lib range, right? I told you. I mean, I was like 7 minutes late on that call, but it happened every now and then, so credit where credit's due, I guess. Alright, it's going to throw down the caustic spray onto this command center. It's gonna just unzip and pee on top of it, and oh, is this gonna be enough? There's a lot of doors here, but the doors are actually falling, and this looks quite okay for Bali, honestly. It's gonna go after that command center, and that command center has no way to land here. Okay, that command center is going to fall. The natural is down. In the meantime, we have a couple of Hellbats. 38 SCVs fall, 16, 17 drones actually on the other side. And this might just be another drone barbecue. Oh no, he needs to pull these away. Oh, okay. At least he has a couple of spies, and now these Hellbats are not attacking. So he's going to have a bit of a tough time. But 28 workers fall. Who is going to fall behind? Like, this is still... Honestly, at this point... Okay, never mind. I was going to say this is anyone's game, but it's not. Like, this is a huge Bali W if he manages to just stay alive. That's all that matters. Now, Bali needs to get units. Normally, I would say get anything but, like, units, you know? Because you want to get your drones back. You defend it, you can go and pressure. But at this point, if Bali reads this correctly, he's gonna realize that IbRA is sort of all in, because he's on a very low SV count. And as we can see, he reproduced a couple of them. Oh my god! Oh no! Man, that was actually a crazy... that was actually a crazy one, to be honest. We might even need to like do a replay of that, like 13.5 minutes. Oh, and drilling claws will finish, so that means those mines will stay cloaked. Do we have any mines over here? Doesn't look to be the case. And now the Tors are moving back in potentially. Nope, that's not gonna be the case. And now Bali will move in. It's potentially going to unzip and just try to do something with these. I'm not sure what's happening over here. Bali just doesn't care about his units falling. As it was meant to be. Nothing else happens on the map for now. He's gonna commit onto these. He's gonna have to try and trade out these corruptors. It's gonna keep a couple of Tors busy over here, but IbRA will commit to the repair gladly. And honestly, at this point, like, I am actually kind of worried. Oh, if these stores go down, though, actually, it's going to be quite okay for Bali. He needs to be careful not to lose some of these hydras for free. Nice mine shot here. Can he take down one more Tor? No, not gonna be the case. And honestly, this is looking mighty tough for Bali right now. Like, all he needs to do is survive somehow, but this is looking mighty tough. I have to admit it. We don't have Adrenal, which we should definitely have. Adrenal links, by the way, guys, if you haven't seen Adrenal links around the door and just eat it alive, no, it's like chewing through metal. It's like... Basically, that's it. Adrenal links are crazy. Like, no wonder they call them cracklings. Like, it's amazing. I love cracklings, honestly. You can tell how hyped I would be for cracklings. Like, that's the Heroku effect, by the way. If somebody is wondering. Okay, and once again, these links, if they had cracked, then it would be kind of nice. Now the repair comes in, but quite late as these hydras arrive as well. Uh-oh. I'm not sure why IbRA is upset at his own command center. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, these hydras are a move command. No, don't do this. No, why? But he actually trades out his army for nothing. Nothing. Now IbRA is moving across the map, and this is looking mighty tough. There's a couple of roaches. I don't know why, though. Mech is not that great for roaches. I mean, sorry, the roaches are not that great against mech, so roaches are not the answer to mech. They are a bit tanky, but yeah, if there's enough numbers, though, that could be the case. Hydras are actually DPSing behind this. Oh, and of course, I just realized we have 2-2 with +1 carapace as well, versus only +1/+1 air and ground vehicle weapons. But still, this game is still wide open, I believe. I mean, if IbRA can somehow stabilize, somehow, some way, then we might just have a even longer game. Oh, there's that one door was like one hit away. Oh, this spire could go down, and that would mean quite an interesting situation here. Oh, never mind, that's the second spire. I was like, wait, didn't it turn into a freaking Uh-oh. 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 What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Like, call an ambulance, but not for me. Oh no. Bali still forgot crack over here for these links. Yes, +2. He might be actually able to get into Linkbane Ultra Viper. That would be quite the composition right now in this late game, in my opinion. Spider is still losing HP. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, these mines. These mines are so annoying, are so damn annoying. I can't talk. It's okay. It happens to the best. But yeah, I don't know. Roaches are not really the answer to this. Hello, Yaoi. HPS is Hungarian Pro Series. And this is already the playoffs. So you have... we already had one beautiful series of PvZ between Phonebox and Prozin. And we had a wonderful first game and the second game as well between IbRA and Bali.
Absolutely disgusting. Holy moly.
Oh yeah, indeed. It is absolutely disgusting. Hungarian. That doesn't sound as bad, by the way, as some people might think. That sounds like an actual like name, I don't know, for something, you know, for anything basically. Now the good thing for Bali is that he has this base, he has this base, and he's mining these two bases. This is IbRA's base, by the way. And IbRA did not expand to this base either. And IbRA is going to just scan, you know. Oh, is now going to scout this base. So Blue Flame aliens are going to move in. And they're going to do as much damage as possible. They're going to literally clean up the mineral line. Nicely done here. Overseers arrive first, signaling the the other stuff that, oh, just get back because my army is on the way. These are the first ones because these are the fastest ones that they can fly as well, so you don't have pathing issues. But this is enough doors. Now IbRA went for +2 mech weapons and just started +1 plating as well, but yeah, you can see how fast this falls. The tank will try to actually deal with this, and actually Bali will just manage to push through. Oh, and I believe we have Ghost Mech, right? Or there was a plan to go Ghost Mech, because I saw the tech labs and multiple Raxes with tech labs. That means, you know, you need the tech lab for Ghost to actually produce. So uh-oh, where's another scan? We need, oh my god, just by the time he actually scans, the tanks go down. So unfortunate. Uh-oh, uh-oh, no scan. Okay, he's going to actually scan this time around. Finally going to clean it up. But he needs to repair the store. He needs to repair the store ASAP. That's for sure. Okay, there we go. He's going to repair every single unit at this point. I believe every single unit is going to be really, really important. But again, I have to give credit to Bali that he is expanding. He is forgetting that one single upgrade. That one single upgrade, ladies and gentlemen. He hates links. I'm pretty sure he hates links, and I don't blame him. His links have slept on the job, and they didn't do whatever they had to do. Okay, let's see if these... Oh, these aliens, like one more shot, and there goes the mineral line. So IbRA is doing fantastic job on the run by segment of this game. 21 workers have fallen, and this is basically what you can do. Just, you know, keep the worker count in check. Bali is making another set of workers. Honestly, I don't think you need this many workers. I don't think you need this many workers at this stage of the game. Am I crazy? You don't need 70 workers. Can you actually field 70 workers in bases? Oh, apparently you can, I guess. Okay, tank will siege up, but to close. Okay, it's going to be required to drop another scan. Where's that range of the tank? Oh, everything is getting shot off the sky. It's easy to spot it. When you're a mech player, it's easy to spot a changeling, that's for sure. Oh no, Bali's lurkers are actually falling. Uh-oh. He needs to be very, very careful. Yeah, but at this stage, there's no point in like fielding 80 workers, in my opinion. Because can you like, okay, 88 is 4 bases, but do you have 4 bases? Can you defend 4 bases? Because let's be honest, the problem is that there's the outer bases, like this base can field 16 workers. This base can field a bit less than 16. This can field 16. This can field 16. But these are like the most far away bases from each other that you can have. So 70 would have been, I believe even like 66 would have been great. So if you can maintain 3 base saturation at this stage of the game, I think you're good. I think genuinely, I think you're good. The good thing is he managed to mine a couple of minerals from IbRA's base. Oh, we have something over here. Oh my god, these drones are getting massacred. I'm not sure why these drones are moving in here. We didn't have. So what I would like to see is basically just go spine crawlers, you know, in each base. Okay, the lurker is going to deal a bit of damage here, but it's gonna get taken out by that Thor. Now Bali is like, okay buddy, you didn't actually try to just go for this base like at all. In the meantime, a couple of Hellbats are trying to clean up this base. Oh, and Bali will actually lose his drones unless there is no control on these. Lurkers will surround this one tank. The second tank will probably just get destroyed as well. Yes, indeed, that is going to be the case. The problem with Nidus against mech, in my opinion, is that your units don't get out in one go. So if you cannot show up with all of the units, you're going to just go into a meat grinder of tanks, and that's not great. Also, your flyers have to go across the map, aka your overseers for mines, potential mines. Well, there's no mines at this point, but still. Okay, one more command center falls, which is kind of great. That means less scans against those lurkers. Do we have anything else? We have one command center that can be actually used to scan, and we're gonna have 3 command centers being built over there. I also, by the way, I would like the Nidus in the main base, by the way. The Nidus in the main base would actually be quite nice. Just because you put your Nidus, like the Nidus worm, into your natural, in front of the natural, something like that, and you basically just put a Nidus here, and then you can just move across the map, destroy some of the production, some fresh units that pop out, and then just move back until the mech player just commits to the base raid. But this looks like IbRA is just slowly but surely, you know, getting ready to just strike. And Bali is preparing a flank, but does he have enough? He has a bunch of hydras, he has corruptors, which are gonna have to morph into broodlords. Now, does he make roaches for ravagers? That is a great question, to be honest. He doesn't really have the money. I guess at this point you just make whatever you can. He should actually try to max out in terms of overlords, but this is the problem. 140 supply of mech army. There's a blinding cloud. That's a nice blinding cloud, but the tanks were not sieged, so he wasted kind of the blinding clouds. He still has plenty of vipers that are super high energy. Oh, there's the overseer. There's the overseer. Oh, the vipers are getting actually sniped. No. Okay, there's 2 full energy vipers, and now we're going to have, okay, lurkers getting sniped. There's an overseer here. There's an Overseer. He needs to actually just try and hunt down those ghosts. But right now, what he didn't do last game, he does it this time around, which is just cloaking those ghosts and trying to go for them. Trying to go for some cheeky snipes here and there. Ghost Mech is probably one of the strongest compositions if played well, in my opinion. You can EMP, you can snipe, you can do whatever you want, and then the mech army is just disgustingly OP. Like, the key to mech is surviving to the late game. Your insurance is in the late game. Let's put it this way, if you manage to max out while your opponent tries to break you, once you max out, you kinda ensure yourself that you are going to survive for even longer. If you can spend your money properly, then you'll max out and everything, but you'll also have the beefiest, strongest army, in my opinion at least. There's the Broodlords. Ultras would be great addition, but I think Ultras at this point are going to be too gas heavy. I would love to see even more links, like not just the 42 links. Like after this, give me 40 more links. Give me 40 more links, and when we have 80, you can surround from 3 angles. Basically, you can make banelings. You can do a lot of good stuff with this. Okay, Broodlords will move in. Let's see. It's going to harpoon everything in. Oh, but is this going to be enough? Oh, the roaches are not attacking. Buddy, what are you doing? Buddy is actually just trying to harpoon in unit after unit. Oh, Buddy has to drop. Oh my god. Never mind. Had to drop the blinding cloud. Otherwise, this was the outcome. And a lot of these roaches, I believe if Buddy would F2, he would have better chances right now. But he's going to lose portions of the army after portions of the army. And this will look mighty tough here for our yellow Zerg. And IbRA is on the brink of taking this 30-minute game. And is going to try his best. But Buddy, can you defend? That is the question. I don't think so. I'm still sad we don't have +3 melee. We don't have Karak for the lanes. A couple of heroic roaches are trying to move in. I don't think they don't even have speed. Yeah, there's a GG, well played. And after a marathon, IbRA will take game number 2 and will put himself onto match point. Alright, so for our 4th map, potentially the last one, hopefully not, it is going to be Post-Youth. And here in the top right side, we have none other than CSO's Bali, going up against the infamous mech god of Hungary, in my opinion at least. It's none other than IbRA. So IbRA on match point, and is going to potentially try to close this out. I mean, he is going to try, that's for sure. But let's see Bali actually prepares something for this particular map. Charlie, are you really eating my cereal bar? Don't. Sorry guys, have to stuff myself as well. Okay, so I removed Charlie from my desk as well. Onto his place. His much comfier place, by the way. That is also next to me, so he's not losing out on anything, or missing out rather. And by the looks of it, we're gonna have a standard opener on both sides. But even pulls out of gas, so it's not gonna be a potential bailing bust. Although I would love to see a bailing bust from Bali. So Overlord is gonna get chased away. Now, Overlords will heal over time, but the question is always that is it gonna be It's gonna be in time and enough to actually scout again. Alright, so what was that? 2 links. Okay, that's not bad. 2 links and you have the third base in a decent time. Considering that the Reaper was pressuring it. Now you have your queen. It's really, really difficult. Oh, never. Oh, okay. So quick 4 queens. This is interesting. So Bali will go for double tumors? It's quite interesting, if you ask me. Oh no, IbRA doesn't know something really, really important about this. Mules don't mine more off of gold bases. Or gold patches. So if you want to, just put the SCVs onto the gold patch and put the mule onto the regular patch. They don't mine more. That's the thing. And and IbRA literally... Is IbRA listening to the stream? That is the question. No, I just double checked, by the way. Just in case. But we trust these players that they won't actually do such things. After all, it's a friendly competition, no matter how you look at it. There is some prize money at the end of the day, but still, it's not like extreme amounts of prize money. Okay, now this is really, really inefficient on the side of IbRA. Like, if this was like a super early shenanigan, I would have said that this is like, yeah, this is really, really bad. But since IbRA, we know that he's playing for the late game, as he's shown last game. Although on this map, I believe he's not gonna have the struggles that he had on Alcyone. Alcyone is super large compared to Post Youth. Like, if you look at this, like this is the length of the map. On Alcyone, it's like you come from like this side and you go all the way down. Yeah, it's much larger. Alcyone is larger and feels larger, and I feel like it's a tad bit more difficult to preserve your sanity in the late game. You know, like you have to move all over the place and just expect your opponent to do some things, or you need to be active in order to force your opponent to do mistakes. But yeah, luckily this is not Alcyone, and I'm not exactly a fan of Post Youth either in ZVT specifically. ZVT is fine in my opinion. And we have a Spire versus a battle cruiser. Did Bali scout this? Did Bali scout this? He didn't. He has no idea. At this point, I think he's metagaming it. I have an idea that he is actually metagaming it. Where's that fusion core? There's the fusion core. So the fusion core is tucked away quite nicely. Cyclones will deal with this, and potentially these will go across the map, as well as the battle cruiser. Bali is a bit supply blocked, which can cause him a couple of issues over here. Queens are moving in this vicinity by the looks of it. Okay, it's gonna go into... Okay, so Bali actually wants to commit into mutas. 3 base muta, or 3.5 base muta. Looks like it. This is 100% looking like he is committing into mutas, because he is actually massing them up. He's gonna go up to 18, and he has boss on the way, so he can add a couple of corruptors if he feels like it. We also have Hurricane Thrusters over here, and Yamato will finish in just a couple of seconds. And of course the battle cruisers are going to be really, really powerful against those mutas, but in high enough numbers you can actually deal with those battle cruisers in probably like a couple volleys, 3 maybe 4 volleys. We'll see how many there will be. 5 more mutas, 3 more mutas. Okay, we're gonna go up to 24 mutas. If we hit the 30 mark, I believe we're going to be in a really, really good spot. There's no +1 ready, so he needs to be careful how he fights here. is gonna lose potentially like what, 3 mutas over here? Which is not the end of the world considering 13 SCVs have fallen, and now the Cyclones are actually gonna go down. Oh, he needs to be really, really careful. Okay, potentially could turn back onto those Cyclones, and he's gonna do that. He's going to exterminate those Cyclones, exterminates the Viking, and he now can actually just sacrifice a couple of moots, but he needs to be careful not to sacrifice too many, as we have 24 SCVs falling, and now the tank also falls. One muta goes down to that battle cruiser Yamato cannon, but it's gonna clean up the turrets even, and this is going to be just, you know, straight up muta into muta into muta into muta. 27 workers have fallen. How many mutas? 21. So this looks like an even trade here, but Bali actually just keeps mining. He can actually drop more hatcheries. It's gonna have this 5th base. If he keeps injecting, which sadly he doesn't do to the utmost perfection, it would be quite crazy if he would do that. Then we would question why he's in this division. But now, by the looks of it, he's gonna commit into mass Ling mass muta. Well, according to how many he lost, this would be considered mass muta. Because he have 13 alive, he lost 24, maybe even more, 25, and he still has 3 more in production, and now he's actually going for it. He is doing it, honestly, and he looks to bring it back to a game number 5. For now, this looks to be the perfect scenario for Bali. It is Bali's game to lose if these mines actually... Okay, oh, this is so good for Bali. Those links actually tanked the mine shot. If those mines actually would have... gotten destroyed, then yeah, like the mutas could have just you know, blew up. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say here. And yeah, Bali is actually doing fantastic in this game, and he has 80 workers, so he has all the stuff that he needs. He could add another gas over here, 2 more gases over here, and it would basically have the perfect economy for the mass muta into mass muta into mass muta. And there we go, there's the GG, and we are going into a game in number 5. And for the last time in the series, we are going to present our players. Forcing a game number 5, our yellow Zerg. For CSO Esports, it is Bali. And his opponent, trying to close out this series somehow. Our red Terran, yes, let's go. Our green Terran, you know, RGB, red, green, blue. We'll nail it somehow. Anyways, our green Terran, it is IbRA from Team GDA. At this point, I'm not even surprised. It's been an exhausting series. It's been going for more than an hour, especially that game number 3. That was crazy long. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Bali would go for something like a Bane Bust or some sorts. That would be quite an interesting one, in my opinion. Maybe he doesn't risk it. Obviously, that is a risky playstyle. Now, is IbRA going to go for mech? Or is IbRA going to go for something else? Like, he tried the battle cruiser opener, it didn't work. Let's see if he's going to switch it up or not. I'm curious, what would you guys, Guarana, what would you like to see IbRA do? Mech or bio? I'm curious. I'm asking you because I'm certain that you're still in the chat, so since you just typed the other moment. Hopefully you're not AFK as well. But if so, anybody else, you can have your sort of quote-unquote predictions on what's going to happen in this game, as the first few minutes are going to look probably the same. Okay, let's see. Bali is gonna grab the speed, most likely. There we go, and he's not pulling out of gas for now. Uh-oh, I smell Bailings. I smell the bombas. Is he going for it? It's gonna add a couple more of those drones. And how many links does he have? That's not that many links. He only went for 2 links. So it's crazy. Oh, and Roach Warren. Okay. This is an interesting one. So I'm curious, is this like a 27, 28? Uh-oh, that's a lot of links. IbRA could be somewhat suspicious. Actually, I love the way Bali just, you know, placed the links. Like, oh, there we go. There we go. Oh my god, beautiful stuff. Now, obviously, IbRA should try to go in and sack the Reaper and potentially gain some information if he can. It's not that easy, though. This might just be a... Oh, 25, only 25 workers, so this has to be all in, right? I mean, this has to be all in. We should have a Ravager as well. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna have any Ravagers. I think it's gonna be Speedlings and Roaches marching across the map and just meet at the center of the action. And this command center, for the first time in this series, being in the wall, actually will hurt IbRA. Will hurt IbRA to no end. And he's gonna see the links moving in. Okay, pulls back the links. And now he sees this. Oh no, he's like, no, 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 this is not great. It's gonna move in. Gonna go for that depot, and this depot, by the way, is not gonna be defended at all. 2 Cyclones start. These links are not impatient at all. Oh, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Oh, he cannot land it. Okay, that's great for IbRA. That's great for Bali. And Bali with a cheeky little build here, but he loses his links. His links today are not working as intended. I'm telling you. But he looks like he is going to manage to do some damage. Oh, but the repair is actually massive on top of that bunker. Let's see, can IbRA actually protect that Cyclone? He cannot. And the problem is, the bunker is not mobile. The bunker is not mobile at all. It's gonna have a couple more Roaches move across the map, and Bali could start droning. Could take like 2 bases just in case. Start droning behind this, and that is exactly what he's doing. Beautiful stuff here. Oh, but he needs to be very careful. Oh, he's gonna lose this Ravager as well. He's gonna get back some gas here, but oh, this depot is gonna burn down, and that is gonna cost IbRA a couple of minerals. Both players are actually trying to do stuff as intended. Now, in the meantime, Bali is on 38 workers. 15 worker advantage compared to IbRA. IbRA... Oh my god. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. For a moment, I thought this command center is the natural that was never converted into a... into, what you call it, a orbital. But that's not the case. So, as the dust settles, Bali is in a huge worker advantage. Can IbRA move out? Does he have anything to move out with? So I don't think so. We're gonna have the fusion core, but honestly, if Bali keeps making queens, that's all he needs to do. He's gonna make queens, and basically he's going to defend. I'm calling it. I am calling it. Or maybe, oh, we could also have we could also have a what you call it, man, why can't I talk? We could also have some kind of Spire play once again. Oh, Hydroden. Okay, I don't hate this. I'm not a hater, okay? I'm not a hater here. Does Bali see this? I mean, he sees that this is getting placed down. So that means the command center cannot be there anymore. I believe he saw the command center before that. Oh, we have more. Oh no! Oh, these overlords are going to sacrifice themselves. No, Bali. Oh, Bali is gonna fall apart with these. Oh, he's going to lose 200 minerals worth of overlords. Luckily, he has enough, but he needs to make more overlords. Right now, he's about to get supply blocked. That's one thing. And the other thing, he needs to be very, very careful. Did IbRA not make a battlecruiser? He didn't. He did not make a battlecruiser. It's like 400, 300. Okay, IbRA will take down a lot of these. So far, honestly, IbRA is still not recovered. And I would love to see Bali just drone up to 70. Like, you can do that. You can absolutely afford that. And you can absolutely do that. Obviously, it would be nice to morph this into an overseer and just scout and see what's happening. Like, you go there, you see that this is there. You might actually drop a spire. Maybe you make more hydras? Good question, honestly. We have road speed, so there could be a bit of road speed action over there. Hurricane thrusters for the cyclones and inferno pre-igniters, aka blue flame, for the hellions and hellbats is on the way. That means those links are going to burn really fast, and the hydras as well, by the way, in case they get into direct contact without any frontline units with those hellions or hellbats. Now, cyclones are not bad against them. They're not bad against anything because the range is actually higher, but you need to actually control them quite nicely. Okay, now so Bali sees one tank only and doesn't see anything else. Like, it doesn't have any information over here, and looks like IbRA will give up on the battlecruiser idea. So yeah, I'm quite curious what we're going to see from IbRA here. I guess we're gonna see Vikings because he's expecting mutas. Honestly, okay, he's scouting and complete. What is he gonna do? Oh, maybe, I mean, you can do liberators as well, and you can go lib range, which I also would not hate. Let's see what the first units are going to be that pop out of that starport, as we have another one, another tech lab over here, vacant tech lab. That could go for a factory or something else. But obviously right now IbRA is struggling to actually crank out any amount of units, because he was so far behind for so long. Still behind 22 workers, so that is something. Wait, was IbRA? No, I didn't see it. Okay, Lings and Roaches are gonna move in, gonna tank up a lot of those shots, which is great. Oh, but the Hydras actually turned around that, around those Hellions, and now he's gonna try to move in, but he's actually sacrificing a lot of these units. Oh no! Oh, this doesn't look great. He took down the tanks, but what else did he do? Nothing much. That's the problem. We have a Spire in production right now. What is going to be? Still, we have no idea what the starport is going to produce, and I believe we might not see anything from it unless it's going to be like liberators. Spire could be for basically anything. Bali has infinite money right now. It could expand to 2 places and the gold as well. So it could take all of his bases right now, plus the gold. And honestly, I wouldn't hate it if he would do that. So I'm curious. I guess he's gonna go. Imagine if Bali goes for like 40 mutas, or close to 40 mutas. Imagine that. Oh, please do so. Please do so. I beg you, Bali. Go for 40 mutas. Now the question is, are 40 mutas going to be able to beat this? If there's not that many Thors, then yes. If there's too many Thors, the answer still could be yes, but it's gonna be with Magic Box. If you don't know, Magic Box is basically the opposite of clumping up your unit. So you need to use hold position and everything so they spread, you know. Oh, never mind. What? Swarm host? Oh my god, that's... Oh my god, swarm host? Hello? What? 80 swarm host? He's not kidding. He ain't joking. Uh-oh. And IbRA is gonna be in a really bad situation. He did not deal with the changeling for once. And he's like, oh, on siege, on siege, on siege. And he's gonna go for the SCVs potentially. And that is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to jump onto those units. And these 3 units are going to just massacre IbRA's army right now. Beautifully done there. A couple of Hellions will move in and will take down a bunch of drones. But there is some army at home. And he can actually go after this. Oh, but this is a really good situation for the Terran. 17 workers fall. And all of a sudden the game exploded into a different gear. Do we have Burrow? We don't have Burrow. And Locusts are ready to fire again. Oh. He needs to be careful. Oh, he needs to drop these. He needs to drop these. Come on, buddy. Oh. Just drop it. Nice. Okay. I apologize. I'm a huge Bali fan, by the way. I'm a bit biased. Just a tad bit. Okay, 12 more Hydras incoming. So as these swarm hosts fall, you replace them with something. Uh-oh. Liberator went down. And Bali can actually wait. And he can also give up like 1 base potentially. And just expand towards the top right side. That could also be a thing, I guess. Now he's gonna move in. Let's see. He caught the mech army off guard, to be honest, and now he is actually in a decent spot to actually take this down. He could take down the... Okay, he takes down the tower. Oh, and the 3 units are actually doing a lot of damage here. But is this going to be enough? The problem is a lot of that supply is in swarm host. He might need to actually get back home. Uh-oh. No, Bali, that is not the correct call. That is a lot of tanks. Oh my god. And Bali is actually sacrificing all of his army. The problem is these Locusts are not going to reload that fast. He needs just a tad bit more time, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's enough Hellbats. There's enough tanks over here. If they siege up and the Thors can actually just shoot them down from the air. Let's see. Oh my god, that's so many Locusts actually falling. Now the Hydras come in from behind and the tanks are going to siege, and those Hydras should be a single volley. There we go. The Hellbats are going to actually deal with this. Oh no. Oh, 9 more Hydras coming in, and at this point Bali has all the money. He doesn't have the larva. He needs to spend his larva. He needs to spend it right now. If there was a time to spend it, it is right now. Oh no, and the Lynx are actually moving in, and this is a really painful situation for Bali. Is going to expand towards that position. And I would love to see this one single drone left just go towards the south. Go, run drone, run! Just run towards the south side. Okay, Locust coming in, but he needs to attack with everything at once. And by the looks of it, okay, the Liberators siege up, and that is going to be really good for them. Smart Servos is being researched right now. Overlords are being attacked. But does Buddy have enough here? He has the bank. He doesn't have the larva count. That is super painful. He needs to be careful. He needs to put all of his rally points, I think, on like far away from the hatchery, far away from the action. Because if stuff comes in really like sloppily anywhere near like the battle, and they just sacrifice themselves, then that is going to be really painful. The Thors are going to go down though. and potentially even some tanks. A couple of those Hellbats are also falling. So IbRA is still at 170 supply, 130 for Bali. There is a much larger bank for Bali right now. But the question is, does he have enough? He could make mutas. Honestly, he could make mutas. Now this doesn't shoot up. There is a single Tor. You can basically mow it down with mutas. Let's see. One more round of Locust should get rid of that Tor. And should get rid like at least 1 or 2 tanks. And in that case, it would be quite okay. He unsieges though. And now the Locusts are also firing. He's gonna go after the tank. But these Locusts are actually all super early. They are too early actually. And now Bali is in danger of losing his bases. IbRA is going for that gold base. And IbRA is looking to actually destroy this base with Bali. There are 30 drones over here. If these fall, Bali's economy mostly gonna be rendered mute. Oh no, 12, 13, 14. All of them try to run away, but oh, the Hellbats are going to catch up and the barbecue is going on. Smart Servos has finished, so these are going to morph quite fast. Potentially the last wave of Locusts. Let's see what he can do. He's gonna go for the door, but there were like a couple of like super low HP tanks. Should have gone for those. Honestly, at this point, these are really, really dead supply. And sadly for Bali, he didn't manage to close it out. But IbRA, congratulations to IbRA. He will advance into the next round. Final score is 3-2.